one of our favorites, DraftKings Sportsbook, the leaders. When we talk about sports books, when we talk about top-rated apps, when you're talking about safe, secure, reliable payment, when you're talking about just same-game parlays, futures, in terms of bets, wagers, stuff like that, man, it's just a lot that you can really, deep dive into and make some compensation off of, or at least have the opportunity to make some compensation off of. But then on top of that, with DraftKings, they do got an awesome promo code going on, man. When you first download that app, because, some people out there, they've never done this before, Deke. It's their first time. You remember your first time.
Yep.
We all remember our first time. Sometimes it's good, sometimes not so good. But either way, when it's your first time on DraftKings, make sure you use the promo code MOATS. So when you make that first little $5 deposit, you're going to get a cool $200 right for you to use on the app, make some more potential money. Okay. So shout out to DraftKings for that. But we also understand, Deke, that not everybody can have fun and control themselves. We understand, Deke, that not everybody knows how to turn it off once they take that first leap.
Discipline's a great skill to learn.
It is. It definitely is, man. And for some people, you'll see on the screen right now, it's a number that you could call or text, depending on where you're located at. For my New Yorkers out there, you see the text. But for everybody else, you know what you got to do. You got to call 1-800-GAMBLER. We went through it. 2014, man. I think about 14, 15. It was like, bro, we went through some ones where it's like, hey, man, we left that out there. We should have been better here as a team. And then you think about 16, how that played out for us. And it was like, nah, man, we figured it out. We started putting it together. 17, you put it together for a whole season, just losing the playoffs. But you could see the uptick in the confidence in how all of us, in terms of detail, what we had been through. But it took a 14 and 15 of us shooting ourselves in the foot multiple times. It took that for us to get to where we wanted to be. So for this team, it's like, they're learning, they're figuring that part out. But you can't just blow it up either, though. Because when you start blowing it up, all you're doing is resetting every time you're trying to make any type of progress, any type of foundation.
It's interesting you brought up those years, too, because really between 14 and 17, there wasn't too much difference in those teams. It's just the defense was younger.
Defense got better. That's it.
Defense got better, and the close games, we were winning a lot more.
Think
like
about
that 13 and 3 season.
Bro, how many
there
games?
There were a lot of close games.
One score games, bro.
Yeah.
But literally, that was the difference. 14, 15, man, we young. We trying to figure out. None of us know what it is to win. We got Troy, but Troy is older. We got Debo. Debo was fresh out retirement. It's like, man, we looking around. We got Ike, but Ike was missing the whole season. We looking at each other like, hey, bro, you know what this is about? Hey, Mose, you been here. You been in the league for like, but I was in Buffalo. I don't know nothing about this. It's like all of us trying to figure it out. Cam Hayward, think about him. That wasn't OG. Hey, I've been here doing this. I've had success. That was young Cam. All of us were figuring it out, and it took a couple of seasons. It took a couple of, hodgepodge groups where we over here scratching our head like, bro, man,
Ross Cockrell.
Oh, I wasn't even going to go with that one.
I liked him.
I was going to go with the other one.
Burns.
No, my homie Valentino, a.k.a. Antoine Blake. That's my dude right there. Love Antoine. Love Blake right there, man. Little Zilla. But, it took us going through some of those growing pains those first 2 seasons to finally start to put it together, to finally execute in those gotta have it moments consistently. It's a process. We kind of forget that. But this is what every dope team, they go through these type of times, man. Buffalo had a couple seasons with Josh Allen where it was just like this, man. It was up and down as a team trying to figure it out. And then it started to click. And now you see where they're at right now. So this is no different for us. We're just going through it now. This is our first version of it.
Can we speed up the process a little bit?
That's the $1 million question.
Can we speed it up?
Hopefully we can.
Make a little playoff run.
Because some of these teams that we bring up, they have sped it up, right? We could point to some of the teams where it's like, hey, man, it took them, a couple of games. They got it going. Because we do have
Burrow and the Bengals.
I'm about to say, because core-wise, we got the talent.
Pretty much. Burrow's rookie season and second year, they make the Super Bowl. And actually, what's funny about that Super Bowl run they went on last year, weren't they like 500 or something in the middle of the season?
Yep.
Or like 7-5.
And then down the stretch, they got hot. Literally. It was like a 1-game difference between us and them at one point in time in the season. It was literally like that was the difference.
Well, they went
got
10-7.
Hot.
We went 9-7.
Yeah, they went hot on their last little bit of run.
They just had the obviously they had the half game over us, but they had the 2 wins against us too. That's really it.
Yeah.
Because if they would have lost one of those last 2, I think we could have won the division.
which was crazy when we talked about it at the time. But that's the reality of it, man. It's not this big difference in terms of where we are versus where we want to be.
Yeah, look at the Jets, man. We should beat them. Look at the Patriots. We should have beat them.
It's not
and these
a
teams
big
are being
gap.
looked at in a very good light
It's
right
not
now.
a big gap, but the difference is those
Should beat the
little
Dolphins.
details, the little bit of execution. Think about this, man. You turn the ball over. If we would have came into this game on the front end saying, hey, Deke, we're going to turn it over 4 times, and we're going to have 2 opportunities to win it at the end of the game. We're only going to lose by 6. We'd have been like, yo, get out of here. If you turn the ball 4 times over as that offense, man, they're going to put 50 on us. Think about how, that's where we are. So when you talk about the optimism, it's not seeking comfort. It's not absolving the team from anything, but it's like just in the seriousness of the facts. It's like, bro, look at the context that we have right here, man. Like, this is a talented team, but they got to execute more consistently, man.